Welcome, everyone. This is our final week in the course. I'm sad to say it's been a really nice semester with all of you, but in this last week, I want to just go through some videos that will help you wrap up your final project in the course. So hopefully these videos are pretty light. I just want to discuss what is Quarto Pub and how you can publish a Quarto document to the website Quarto Pub. And again, I hope that this is a pretty streamlined process, so the videos won't be too long and there won't be too many of them. So what is a Quarto Pub? Well, according to the Quarto Help Guide, Quarto Pub is a free publishing service for static content created with Quarto. So this means these are not going to be dynamic documents like in Google Colab. These are going to be HTML documents that we render with Quarto. Usually those are just local HTML files that are created, but here we're going to talk about how you could publish those HTML files to the public at a website called Quarto Pub. So that's what Quarto Pub is. And the Quarto help manual will be going through that quite a bit. We'll basically be following that process. Covers two ways that we can publish content to Quarto Pub. We can use Quarto publish command from the command line. This is a easier way of doing it, I think. So this is the way that I will cover in this video. We have also talked about GitHub and used GitHub pages to create a personal website. So it is definitely possible for you to publish using GitHub pages as well. I'm not going to cover that in this week's module, but you can certainly go to the help manual and see documentation on how to do that. So before we publish any content, we need to first go ahead and create a free Quarto Pub account. And I just want to mention that Quarto Pub does have a storage limit of 100 megabytes, and there is a soft limit of 10 gigabytes of bandwidth per month. So if you're hosting a really active large site, you probably don't want to use Quarto Pub, but for our purposes, just creating a report and making that report viewable to the public, this is a really nice method for doing that. So in this video, I want to quickly talk about how you could create a free Quarto Pub account before we move on and publish our material to Quarto Pub. So if you go to this link over here, it is going to take us to the Quarto Pub homepage. I'm logged in, so I'm just going to log out of my account to show you what it looks like. If you don't have an account, I assume this is the first time you're using it. You can click the sign up button in the top right corner. That opens up a sign up page. You can either create a fresh account. I am suggesting that you link this account with GitHub. This might be convenient down the line if you do want to publish some stuff with GitHub pages. You could also link it with a Google account. So you can click the GitHub link here. I don't know what happened since it's been a while since I've done this, but I think it, rather than take you to a Quarto website, since I've already linked my account with GitHub, you might need to authenticate. You might need to log into your GitHub account and authenticate that. And then your two accounts are going to be linked. So every time you sign in, you can just sign in using your GitHub credentials. So that's how you can set up an account. You can very easily link it with one of your existing accounts, either Colab or excuse me, Google or GitHub. And I'm recommending that you use GitHub. Okay, so once you've got a Quarto Pub account set up and linked with GitHub, you're now ready to go. And one last thing I want to mention before I end this video is when you set up your Quarto Pub account, you just want to pay attention to the username and select a reasonable username for yourself. So here's my profile, my first name, my last name, and I set up my username to be Adam-Spiegler, but you can choose anything that you like for your username. I just recommend that you keep it professional.